Hey people, welcome to the Run Testers and welcome to our video on the Fenix 7 range. Now there are a massive 22 different flavours of devices and editions for the Fenix 7. This video isn't a review, but it is a guide if you're going to buy a Fenix 7 to try and help you find out which one of those you should go for. So, there are three models in the Garmin Fenix 7 range. There's the Fenix 7S, the Fenix 7 and the 7X. But there are 22 different watches across the range in total. The major differences in the range are based on size, build of materials, battery life, GPS functionality and price. The 7S and 7 come in standard non-solar, solar and sapphire solar editions. The 7X only features the solar and sapphire options. On design and materials, you can choose between a stainless steel bezel or a lighter titanium and diamond-like carbon bezel too. If you want that titanium finish, it only comes on the more expensive solar sapphire editions. There are three screen sizes and resolutions to choose from. That's 1.2 inches and 240 by 240 pixels on the 7S, 1.3 inches and 260 by 260 pixels on the 7, and 1.4 inches and 280 by 280 pixels on the chunkier 7X. The watch weights range from the lightest Fenix 7S at 63 grams or 2.2 ounces, via the Fenix 7 at 79 grams or 2.8 ounces, up to the Fenix 7X, which is heaviest at 96 grams or 3.4 ounces. So if you want a lighter, smaller watch, the 7S is your best bet, though you will have to sacrifice battery life for a less bulky watch. On price, these watches all fall into the top tier price bracket for sports watches. The cheapest is the standard non-solar Fenix 7S at $599.99. That rises up to £859 for the top featured solar sapphire. The Fenix 7 ranges between $599.99 up to $989.99 depending on which edition you opt for. The most expensive is the Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar Edition, and that starts at £779.99, rising to £1,049.99 if you go for the titanium finish. If you want a bigger battery life, you'll need bigger wrists and a bigger bank balance, because the larger the watch, the longer it will last on a single charge. The regular Fenix 7S boasts 37 hours GPS, and that goes up to 46 hours on the Solar Edition. The regular Fenix 7 has 57 hours GPS. The Fenix 7 Solar rises to a potential 73 hours. And the Fenix 7X is 89 hours GPS only, up to 122 hours with Solar. Obviously, solar charging is only on the Solar Editions. And the other thing to note is that the accuracy boosting multi-band GPS only comes on the Solar Sapphire editions too. So hopefully that breakdown has given you some information about what all of the watches are capable of, what features you're going to get on each of them. And now we're going to tell you which of the 22 we'd each individually pick and try and give you a steer on why that would be. So Nick, which one, if you had the money, would you be going for?
So I think, if it's my money, I'm going to go for the cheapest one. I think there are some upgrades I think are really worthwhile. The titanium bat is lovely. Titanium is a lot lighter on the wrist, but I think I'll be okay with the normal Fenix 7 in the steel. The multi-band is a lovely upgrade. That's the one I'd be really tempted to pay for, but it's such a big jump in price to get that multi-band that the base level of what you get from the Fenix is so good. And the multi-GNS satellites you're getting on the base model are fantastic. It's perfectly fine to go for the Fenix 7 base model. I use the Fenix 6 Pro for like the last couple of years, and it's an upgrade on that. And that would be fun, lovely.
Mike,
I think size-wise, I think the kind of middle 7 would work best for me. The 7X is probably a little bit too big, and then I would probably go for the Solar Sapphire. The titanium, having used that on the Enduro, I'm kind of massively sold on the weight of that, which shouldn't really make a massive difference, but actually day to day, and maybe if you're sleep tracking and things like that, I kind of feel like I notice it a bit more. So that would be probably the one I would go for. It is definitely on the expensive side, like most of these Fenix models are, but if I had to choose, that's probably the one that I would kind of lean towards, I think, mostly.
I'm kind of with you, I think, on that. I think I'm going for that kind of in the middle of the range. I'm trying to aim for the middle in terms of price, but also from that titanium feel, I want a watch that I'm going to be able to wear all day, because I like to use the kind of extra features that are surrounding the kind of time that you're performing and running, and I want to get the most out of that. I don't want to feel like it's weighing me down and uncomfortable to wear.
But are you really excited for the multi-band, or is that just a bonus you're getting with the design of the watch?
I think I'm just happy to go with that as a bonus, really. It's not something that I'm necessarily sort of pay for outright. I think a lot of it is down to that kind of the form factor in the build. Obviously, decent sort of performance in terms of battery life as well, which is a big sales point for me. So yeah, I think I'd be trying to hit the middle of the range.
You wouldn't want the upgrade to the X for that extra battery life? It's just not worth the size.
And that flashlight.
Yeah, I mean the flashlight is a huge draw, but no, I honestly think I do feel like the 7X is a little bit bulkier.
Okay.
And I quite like the sort of compact nature of the 7 a little. Drop it down all that 0.1 of an inch or whatever it is on the screen size.
Fair enough. I think, and then that's, you know, if money's no object, I think I probably would be getting that. Just, you know, those added bonuses are definitely worthwhile. Like to get the lighter watch, probably get that mineral blue one because I like that colour a lot. But even if money's no object, I think I agree. I'm not going for the X just because it's too big on my wrists. But there are a lot of people out there who are probably slightly enjoy it, like bigger watches more than me. Like Tom likes a big watch, as we know from the run testers.
Maybe get a little bit more in terms of battery life. Obviously, all of these watches are probably going to generally get you kind of strong battery life. You might be able to eke out a little bit more in terms of performance on that side of things, but a kind of consistent performance across really in terms of other things really.
And I guess in the design, if you're not bothered by a little bit of a weightier watch as well, coming down the scale a little bit,
getting steel saves you a lot of money.
Yeah,
you can have a steel solar. And what I found actually, if you spend £600 on the base Fenix, you've got about £200 to buy a really good torch.
So there you have it. That's a little whistle-stop tour of all the watches in the Fenix range, plus the picks that we would go for based on the way that we run and what we would use them for. Hope it's been useful. Don't forget to watch our full reviews of all of the Fenix 7, the new Epics as well. We've got a bunch of comparisons on those videos as well. All hitting the channel now. If you have any questions about any of the watches, hit us up in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell for when you want to hear about future videos upcoming. I'll stop talking now. See you later, guys.